See you on TV, sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Probably not.
All right, everybody, and welcome to the Swiss Army Nerd Podcast. This is the Stick Rod and Cockerham production special, and this is my co-host,
Stephen Cockerham.
and the other co-host, John Stickrod, and we are here. We're ready to deliver that sports news. We're off. We off for a week, right? Just a week.
Took a week off.
So yeah, we are back, and we're excited. I mean, we have a lot. We finished. I had to eat crow last time I was on here, so I'm excited for this one because we can move past that.
Golf clap.
So it's definitely good to be back and not have to eat crow. But how's your week been?
Pretty good week.
I mean, it's Tuesday, so
Yeah, but I've been working
That's
since
true.
I don't even know anymore. So.
That's true. Your new
It's been a
gig.
bad week.
It's been uneventful. I really just Monday. But that's good. Did you got to watch Raw last night? Because we're gonna get into that later.
I watched bits and pieces of it
Bits and pieces. You
because
missed-
I work till 9 o'clock.
Okay,
So.
awesome. So we'll get to that, but first we're going to get into my favorite subject, and this is probably going to be the last time we cover it until the free agency gets done with. But we'll get into NBA right now. The awards were last night, which usually the awards don't take this long, at least from what I remember, because I remember Curry getting the MVP before he played last year.
Yeah, they normally give the MVP away
Yeah, so
at the championship.
yeah, it took a while. I don't know why it took so long, but it did. But it was the NBA awards. I got to catch some of that last night. We'll just run down through them. Defensive Player of the Year. It was between what is it? Rudy Gobert. I think who was the other one? Gobert. I think Boogie was in it, but he got injured.
Yeah.
And then I know Anthony Davis was
Davis.
a big one. And then I can't think of who the next one was. But anyway, ended up going to Gobert. He had Embiid. Joel Embiid from the Sixers. He was the other one. Went to Gobert. I thought he plays for Utah. I thought that was a weird pick. I mean, he did really good, but I would have given it to Embiid because they made it farther.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how far you go. I mean,
It does to me.
I get it, but if his defense is great all year, like, you can't take that away from him because they didn't make it far into the playoffs.
Yeah, I guess that's true, and I guess they agree with you. So Gobert his stats they're all pretty even, but Gobert was definitely an anchor for that team. He's got a weird body type though. He's like 7'3" and he's like 190 pounds. Like he's weird. He looks like the worm thing from Men in Black. But he won Defensive Player of the Year. It's his first one. So that's cool. He's French, I'm pretty sure. So I can't think of the last French person who won Defensive Player of the Year.
Never.
Never. So that was cool to see. And then Rookie of the Year, this one had controversy to it
Because it's bullshit.
because it's bullshit. Ben Simmons ended up winning it from the 76ers. Who do you think it should have went to? Because I didn't think it was going to go to Ben Simmons. And the reason I said not Ben Simmons was because he had a game in the playoffs where he had 0 points.
I honestly think it should have gone to Devin Mitchell.
Mitchell was a beast.
He was amazing.
He played good, man.
He did. He's
And-
going to be a great player, and he deserves it. Like, Ben Simmons, just so you guys know, to clarify, Rookie of the Year means your rookie season, you win that. This is not Ben Simmons' rookie year. This is his second year. It's not our fault he got hurt last year and couldn't play. But technically, it wasn't his rookie year, so it's bullshit that he got it. It should have gone to Devin Mitchell.
I think he was the prettier pick, in my opinion. I think they went with Simmons because he has the bigger name right now. And with all the Philadelphia Sixer talk about getting LeBron and stuff, Ben Simmons is like that guy that LeBron really likes and stuff. So I think they picked off of that. I would have went with Mitchell too. I thought he was just an animal. I can't remember the other team. There was another player who was really, really good. I can't think. He showed
Wasn't
up.
Ball.
No, it wasn't Ball. That's for damn sure. Remember, LeVar said he guaranteed that he'd be Rookie of the Year.
He also guaranteed that his other son was going to be a Laker. Did his other son even get drafted?
No, they denied him. He
Yeah.
didn't get drafted to Summer League. They
Yeah.
said, no, we'll pass on it. And they said it wasn't a matter of skill or anything. They said it was simply too much of like a show. Like, they knew what came with him.
And to be honest, the little brother, the one that's in high school, or just like you might be a senior. I can't even
is
think
it
of
LaMelo?
Yeah,
I don't.
he's actually got potential. He's actually good.
Dad
If you get an opportunity to look at his footage, he can actually ball.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's frustrating for it to be a Ball, I think, because LeVar had to quiet down, and I don't think he'll be back because unless Lonzo has some amazing turnaround, he's gonna be out of the league in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like literally, he's going to. And I'm telling you right now, if the trade happens that everyone's talking about with Kawhi Leonard and PG, there's no way they keep Lonzo.
Well, no, they. I read something. If they can get Kawhi, they did trade scenarios, and one of them was trade Ball, and one guy that I don't want to lose. I think he's going to be really good for the
Was that
Lakers. Is Kuzma.
Kuzma, yeah.
He was another trade, and I was like, nah, I mean, I get it. It'd be really cool to have Kawhi and Paul George. It'd be amazing. But Kuzma's young. He had an amazing year.
Kuzma's good, but I guess he's got a lot of beef with the front office because of his beef with Lonzo, because they did
were
those diss
harping-
tracks or
yeah.
whatever. So I hope that doesn't fuck with his career. I think he should just stay away from Lonzo. I don't think they would get rid of Kuzma, to be honest. I think he's one of those people they would keep. I don't think there's any way, especially if LeBron comes to LA, they would keep Lonzo, because I don't think they want the circus along with the circus of having LeBron there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot going on in LA, so we'll see what happens. But we'll get to that. We're going to talk free agency. But I can't believe I blanked on him, but the Celtics, Jason Tatum,
Oh.
he's actually who I thought should have won it, because Tatum was disgusting. They made it all the way to Eastern Conference playoffs or finals. I mean, I thought it should have went to Tatum. I couldn't forgive Ben Simmons for a 0-point game. I couldn't forgive him for that. And I get it, like, there's bad games, but 0 points when you're a professional ball player, that's just... And you're supposed to be the face of the franchise. That almost negates it. But Ben Simmons, I guess it's cool. It means we have 3 good players coming up, I guess. And then we'll go into the sixth man of the year, which I love that. It's off the bench player for people who don't know. So obviously there's 5 positions. The sixth man is what comes in and exchanges the minutes.
That's how Harden made his career.
Yes, he was one of the best to ever do it. Lou Williams won it, and I believe Lou Williams plays for... I wanted to guess. I think it's Houston. I'm pretty sure it's Houston.
I thought he played for the Warriors.
No. It's not. I know it's not Warriors. He used to.
Yeah, that might have been last
I'll
year.
look it up to make sure. But yeah. Anyway, it's 6-man award. It went to Lou Williams. Everyone said it was gonna be Lou Williams, but I think it's actually the Clippers. Yeah, it is Clippers. Wow. How did he not start? Who's starting over Lou Williams in the Clippers? All right, whatever. So he won 6-man of the year. It's crazy because was Jamal Crawford won it like 2 times in a row with the Clippers. So there's something about the Clippers, I guess. So that's always cool to see. 6-man. It's going to lead to like him starting next year. The most improved went to Victor Oladipo from the Pacers. That dude's going to be a superstar. Because he went one-on-one with LeBron, and yeah, LeBron came out the other side, but Oladipo is the reason they win 7 games. So that was cool to see. And I don't know if you saw this during the awards. He can sing. He's an R&B singer.
I didn't watch that.
No, he's got a record and shit, and he took the mic and sang, and it was weird at first, and I'm like, this guy's
This
good.
is awkward.
It would have been way weirder if he wasn't good, but because he was good, it was like, all right, I can jive with
Was
this.
he like Fergie good at National Anthem?
Well, that's an insult. He was like an actual singer, like Whitney Houston heyday. Like that.
Wow.
That might be overtuning it, but he was pretty good for an NBA player. He was Whitney Houston for sure. But yeah, I thought that was cool. I like Oladipo. I hate the Pacers, but I like Oladipo.
Did you hear? Speaking of the Pacers, did you hear that the Pacers they denied Steven Jackson's
You mean Lance Stevenson?
Lance Stevenson's $4.2 million option.
which
So
is
he's gonna
like
be a free agent.
Yeah, which is super cheap. It's not. That's a lot to us, but $4.2 million for free agents when he did so good in the playoffs against like LeBron.
Yeah, he was. I mean, arguably known for the blowing in LeBron's ear.
Yeah, I mean he's known for being the biggest troll ever. But
Yes, but he's still a decent player. Like
Yeah.
it's not like he's a crappy player.
No. But Paul George went after the Pacers and was
Yeah.
like, it doesn't all have to be business, and like, excuse me, he went pretty ham about it. I thought that was a bad pick when you have the Pacers. What's up?
Chris.
Oh God.
Peterson?
Is he
What'd he say?
Chris Scott.
Scott? Not
Oh,
Peterson.
Scott.
He's apparently the Fresh Prince is singing the song on there.
Okay. I love how Chris is our biggest fan. Shout out to Chris Scott. But, okay, so Oladipo, Pacers are up to something. They were going to try to get PG, but they're not going to.
Did he go back?
No, they were going to try to get him from OKC.
Yeah.
Last but not least of the awards, James Harden wins the MVP.
That's who I said. Remember, we talked about this a while ago.
Yep,
and I don't like James Harden, but he deserves it.
Excuse me.
It's apple juice.
Holy shit, it is apple juice. God, that tastes amazing. But he wins the MVP. I'm going to be a little controversial and say he should not have won it.
Shocker. Who should have won it, John?
LeBron James.
I knew it was coming.
And this is why I have a legitimate, I'm going to make my case, and obviously I'm biased, but I'm going to make a legitimate case. I don't have the stats with me right now. I'll pull them up. But while I continue pulling them up, LeBron, this is how I see the MVP, in my opinion. Most valuable player on that team, right? That means if you take that player and take them off of that team gets tremendously worse, right? And that's how I see it, right? If you take LeBron off the Cavs, what happens to that team? Like, legitimately. Not only do they not make the finals, they might not win 20 games. And that sounds crazy, right? They have Kevin Love or whatever. No. I'm saying they wouldn't even win 20 games.
But is that a credit to LeBron or a discredit to...
I think it's a credit to LeBron because he took a shit sandwich and made it into chicken salad. I think he took something that was worthless.
Awesome.
Thank you. He took something that was worthless and took it to the finals. Yes, they got swept, of course. But Harden couldn't do it. Harden couldn't get it done. And if you took Harden off the Houston team, that team is still one of the most talented in the West. They're not going to beat the Warriors. They didn't this year. But they still had Chris Paul. They still had really good players. I just think Harden had great stats, but I think the league picks by new and not who deserves it. And let me real quick just pull up the stats. And I know, but when I read these stats, that's when I was like, okay, like I see what you're saying now. But what's your opinion? Do you actually think it should have went to Harden? Because I feel like you do, but I love it.
I wish I could find what I was looking for.
The thing that's annoying is the fact that Harden always gives up. I mean, that is annoying, but
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry. Like, you're just hard up for LeBron.
No, it's not. I honestly, I'm making. Yes, I'm biased. I'll admit that. But when I read these stats, you're gonna see why. For me, it
I know
rose an
exactly what
eyebrow.
you're going for because I'm trying to find it too.
Yeah, we'll find
are
it.
they showing the stats between Harden
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah,
Basically, no, not basically. In every single
it was every
score,
category.
every category, LeBron was better. In games played, in minutes played, in shooting percentage from 3-point, from field goal, from assists, from rebounds, you name it, he was superior than Harden. So how does Harden win it? The only thing that
Carl thinks it's purely based on his beard.
okay, I think it was more they wanted to give the OKC trio, the famous trio. They wanted to give the last one the MVP because Westbrook won it,
Yep.
even though his stats were horrible. He won it because he had the most triple doubles ever. Okay, yeah, he had the most triple doubles ever, but he got bounced in the first, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was first round.
So
I think it was a sweep from Golden State.
I'm pretty sure they got destroyed. So it's obvious to me that the MVP is not the MVP. They should change the name of it because if If it was most valuable player, it would be LeBron James for the last 10 years. That's an actual argument you could make.
The NBA awards, though, you got to be real. They're notorious for basically being a popularity contest. They aren't really. I mean.
And that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be MVP. It should be most popular player or something
No, I'm
because.
saying all the years, every year.
Fuck, LeBron would never win.
No,
that,
back
is
in
it?
the 90s, you
No,
had to
since-
be the
since
best
around,
player.
Like, I would say from 2000 on, it's a popularity
Yeah.
contest.
Well,
on
about the
who's
creation
winning.
of social media, that's when
Yeah.
it started becoming that. But I think it should be like in the 90s. Like in the 90s, in the 80s, and the 70s, if you won MVP, you were the most valuable player on that team.
Like Jordan.
Like Jordan, yes, like Jordan. And this is what I'm talking about. If Jordan was in this day and age, he wouldn't win him because he's not one of the famous trio in OKC. I'm not hating on Harden. He had an amazing year. I'm not a fan of him. And he's a great pick for MVP. You can't really argue against him, but you also could argue for LeBron. That's all I'm saying. People act like LeBron wasn't even close. Every stat he had, except for overall points per game, he had him beat. So I don't know. I just think if you want to say most valuable player, as they describe it, it would be LeBron because you could have took Harden off that Houston team and they still make the playoffs. You take LeBron off that Cavs team, they might get booted and become the Browns.
They couldn't go in. They couldn't win in an NCAA tournament.
No, it's just ridiculous. But good for Harden. It's kind of cool to see the OKC trio all win. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure the GM of that time hates his wife because now he has one of the three. I mean, he almost had one of the greatest teams of all time. But we'll move on from that into a free agency because obviously that's the big thing right now. We don't know where everyone's going to go. Kawhi Leonard wants out of the Spurs, and that's huge.
He wants to go to the Lakers, but the San Antonio has already come out and said if they end up trading Kawhi, it's not going to be to the West. It's going to be they're going to send him to the East.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that, though.
They can't. And I've been talking to people about this at work. They need to do something this year because you have arguably a top 5 player in the world on your team in Kawhi when he's healthy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If they get rid of Kawhi, if they hold on to him and just dick him around and make him stay for a year, you're going to lose him. He's going to walk for free next year.
Yeah.
You have top 5. You could get a lot for him.
Oh, you could literally rebuild your team.
Yeah. They need to suck up their pride. I get it. They're pissed off. There's a lot of tension. But you know what? He wants out. Let him go where he wants to go. The only reason I'm saying that is because he wants to go to the Lakers, and I want him. But
I understand why they want to avoid the West. Like, why would you want to? They know how good he is. Why would you want to compete against him, right? Here's the thing, though. If he goes to the East, let's just say, hypothetically, somehow the Cavs keep Kevin Love, LeBron, and Kawhi goes there. That team, legitimate threat to the Warriors. Guess what? The Warriors are still going to beat the Spurs. Like, they shouldn't be looking at making it. I would send them to the Lakers. The Lakers have enough stuff, money, picks, all those things. You could rebuild your team with Popovich, who's one of the greatest coaches to ever coach. Yep. You could have subpar pieces and have a championship team. But if you get dumb about it and you get personal, you're going to lose out. You're going to. So I hope they're not dumb like that. I don't think they will. There's no way Kawhi stays.
no.
There's just no way. Kawhi's gone. And that's a good segue because he's going to the Lakers, and PG's going to Lakers, and LeBron's following him. It's going to be and this is what I wanted to bring this up because if you don't want to see that trio, and you're a Lakers fan, I'm not a Lakers fan.
I do, damn it, I do.
You have to because honestly, they can beat the Warriors in a 7-game series. You have LeBron James, one of the greatest to ever do it. PG, who's nasty good and clutch. And he's a great teammate who loves playing with LeBron. That's huge. The chemistry's there.
A year from now, you're going to want a LeBron Lakers jersey.
I don't know. If you did that, I don't think I could forgive you.
I couldn't forgive myself.
The amount of shit you talked, you don't.
I get a Lakers jersey. It's going to be either 8 or 24.
No, you should get PG. PG 13.
Well,
That's the coolest jersey.
I get it, but I don't have a Lakers jersey yet. I need to get Kobe. Like it has to be.
Oh yeah.
That's like saying if you didn't have a Cleveland jersey.
Yeah. But
and you're like, oh, you should get Kevin Love before LeBron James.
Yeah,
would you do that?
No.
So,
I get it. So yeah, in that retrospect, but the idea, and then Kawhi, who's one of the best, he almost won defensive. I think he did win
He won
defensive
it.
player of the year.
He's won Defensive Player of the Year, and he's won Offensive Player of
That
the Year.
trio, and if somehow you keep Kuzma, and then you don't even need much more than that. You could beat the Warriors with just those four. Literally, and that sounds crazy, but the amount of talent there, it beats the Warriors.
What's happening? It's Carl.
And I think anyone wants that. What'd he say? Oh, okay.
No.
But yeah, anyone who's a fan of basketball or the Lakers or hates the Warriors, that's what you should want. Because right now, it's not a race to the finals, it's a race to beat the Warriors. I want to see PG, LeBron, and Kawhi on the Lakers because I want to see the Lakers be the Lakers that I remember growing up, which is they were
early 2000s. They were the powerhouse.
They were the powerhouse. So I want to see that. So I hope that's what happens. I don't know if that is going to happen. OKC, right now they have Westbrook and Carmelo just opted in.
Oh, shocker. Carmelo opted in for his money.
27 point something mil. And he opted in. He's going to be I feel so bad for OKC. He's so worthless.
Yep.
He won't move to 6-man. It's in his contract. They can't trade him. They can't put him on the bench. They can't do anything but start him.
Yep.
And he's going downhill fast. He's fat. He's out of shape. He's lazy.
He
Carmelo needs to
doesn't even
retire.
have a shot anymore. He's
No.
done.
So OKC, unfortunately, I really think we may have already seen Westbrook's prime, and I think it's all downhill, and he'll never get a ring. That's my prediction. And I think it's going to be Carmelo's fault. Because there's no fucking way if PG has an option, he's going to want to play with Westbrook and Carmelo again.
No.
Why? If you have the choice to play with Kawhi in the Lakers and LeBron, stop it. No.
Did you see LeBron came out and said that his decision will be made before July 4th?
July 4th because he wants it done for vacation.
Yeah.
I like that. It kind of shows how much he's matured. Remember 2010 was the decision?
Do you think that Paul George and Kawhi, well, Kawhi can't really do much, but Paul George waits to see where LeBron goes?
Absolutely. And that was one of the subjects that ESPN is talking about right now. Every single team right now is holding their breath waiting because the moment LeBron picks, it's going to, they quoted it in Bleacher Report, an avalanche. Because that's when it all happens. Like, once LeBron picks, then everyone knows, and it's like, all right, grab. I can't wait to see it.
And Magic Johnson came out and said if he will step down as president if he doesn't sign stars in the next 2 years.
Yeah, which I think is fair because they hired him based off his ability to draw stars, and so far he's failed to do it. And he only had it for a season, so it's not his fault. But if he doesn't get...
This is going to be a huge offseason for him.
I mean, there's so many options. They can get Chris Paul, they can get Paul George, they can get Kawhi. They're going to have to trade, but they can get Kawhi if they work with him. LeBron's an option. I mean, LeBron loves Magic, wants to play with the Lakers, already enrolled his kids in a LA school.
If you think about it, LeBron's done everything in his career. He's won rookie. He got rookie of the year, right?
I don't think he did.
Okay, well, besides that, he's won it all. He's got the title.
No, he did. Yes, he did.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, he did. I remember looking at I have the stats right here.
His accomplishments
I think he had it memorized.
are off the
I
charts.
have it saved on my
obviously,
home screen.
Obviously. So why wouldn't you, at the end of your career, be like, I want to go play with such a franchise? Like, when you think of basketball, you think of the Lakers and the Celtics.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. I don't think LeBron owes anything to Cleveland.
No,
he did the impossible.
He did what he said he was going
They
to do.
dropped the ball.
So yes, absolutely. And if anyone thinks different, they're idiots.
Let's just see what Dan Gilbert puts on his Instagram after LeBron leaves.
Yeah,
this
he's gonna
time.
cry like a little
He's
bitch.
nothing. Please, he's horrible.
He is. He's the reason why they can't keep LeBron. Yep, rookie of the year. They both got it.
All right.
Yeah, because I literally do have all the comparison stats right here. And
Does that surprise you?
Are you gonna
I also
look
have the
down
Kobe
and be like,
ones too.
And you're gonna look down at me, have a Jordan tattoo.
Yeah, that's right.
Right on the top of your foot.
No, on the side. But anyway, I want to see that. I want to see where Boogie goes. I love Cousins. A lot of people hate him. He's coming off an ACL injury. I think if Boogie went to Cleveland and LeBron stayed there, they'd be a special dynamic, almost like a not as good Shaq, Dwayne Wade type thing. But
Okay, first of all, whoa.
What? No, not as good, but you have.
No,
you know, at
I'm
least-
saying if you're gonna throw Shaq's name out there, you might as well just do Shaq and Kobe, not Shaq and
No,
Wade.
because I
Get the fuck out of here.
that's too good of a dynamic duo. If Shaq and Kobe would have stayed together without their dumb egos, they would have won 6 in a row.
Oh yeah.
Not even a question. That is one of the saddest things I've ever thought about. Was the what ifs. Literally, we could have saw a 6 in a row, and then Kobe would have had 6. And guess what? MJ would have got knocked off his pedestal if Kobe did that.
He's still on it though, so get ready.
He's still on it, but because Shaq and Kobe's ego saved
Yeah.
his legacy. But I hate thinking about that because,
You're gonna have a Jordan tattoo.
oh my god,
On top of your foot.
I would get a Shaq tattoo. I love Shaq. He's
You're
awesome.
getting you and the other foot.
You can get the portrait of him holding the gold bond on your back.
I was thinking more of the dunk. But
Oh, alright.
But yeah, anyway, free agency. We really are. Everyone's holding their breath until we see where LeBron goes.
Yep.
So it's
What
gonna
is
be
your
interesting.
honest your feeling?
He stays in
You have to
Cleveland.
admit it.
Me? My honest opinion, he's going to the Lakers.
I got Cleveland. I think he stays
I
in
don't
Cleveland.
Think so, man.
He's gone.
I don't want him to. If
He's
he stays
gone.
in Cleveland,
There's no way. Why would he stay in He came, he got a title.
because the fans guilt trip
Look
him.
what the
trip him.
fuck he had to do this year.
I
He had
know.
to carry a
Like,
shitty team. He's not
grown
going to do
up
that
a lot.
again.
He's grown up a lot and he's a really big family man. His kids are enrolled. Like, to me, as soon as they said that, it's like, yeah, either it's total crap and his kids, he's
My honest opinion, next year the Lakers are going to have LeBron and Paul George for sure. Kawhi's up in the air because it depends on what the Spurs want to do.
Yeah, I don't see a way Kawhi makes it to start of the season as the Spur.
No.
Because it's just going to get more tense, and he has the option to sit.
Yep.
Because his doctor can say his calf still hurts or whatever, his quad. There's no way. I think the only place that makes sense to send Kawhi, if they send him to like the Sixers or something, I'm going to be super sad. I mean, for some reason I can't shake that he's going to stay in Cleveland. I don't want him to. I will be devastated if he stays in Cleveland because I get to watch him lose again.
There's no way. He's not going to want to have to carry that team
The
because
only
no
th-
one's going to go to Cleveland.
It's Lakers. I think Lakers 1, and then I would put Houston 2nd, and then 76 3rd, and then 4th is Cleveland. But even though I still think he's staying in Cleveland because
Carl thinks Kawhi's going to the Celtics.
that
He's
would
a
be
Boston
amazing.
fan.
Yeah,
Shut
it
up,
would be
Carl.
amazing though. I would like that. I'd be okay with that. But there's no way they'd keep all their pieces, and those pieces got them all the way to the finals. So I don't know.
I don't think the Celtics. I mean, why wouldn't you take them? But the Celtics, the GM's probably thinking we got something good here. We don't need.
the defensive part
get
of
it.
him
I
is
get
like
it.
if you can somehow keep Gordon and Kyrie, and then even if you shipped everyone else up, well, no, you need Tatum and Terry Rozier's discussed. No, you can't. There's no way you get Kawhi unless you literally send 80
He
picks or
feels
something.
like they would trade Kyrie.
I wouldn't trade Kyrie
No, I
because
wouldn't
when he
trade
comes
Kyrie
back
at all.
healthy, he's nasty. Best handles in the league next to Steph. He's caught that clutch gene. No, I wouldn't. Kawhi's great, but he's no Kyrie.
Nope.
Kyrie is a champion.
Well, I mean, he's from Duke. I mean, what do you expect?
This
I
is
mean,
true. It's true. I don't mind Duke. I'm not a hater like Tom. But we'll see. I'm excited to see where LeBron goes so then we can all get into it. I mean, let's just hope it's not Cleveland for the NBA's sake. Because if he doesn't go to the West, then the Warriors are going to win again next year.
They think Carl says he's going to trade Kyrie and picks when he's healthy. And
I wouldn't do that though.
I wouldn't either.
Kyrie's better than Kawhi. Don't get me wrong. Kawhi is a great player, but Kyrie he's a difference.
Yeah. And plus, you got to wonder, Kawhi's been playing under Popovich, one of the greatest coaches of all time. That's a huge thing. It's like this. It's like the Jackson thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you take away, or the Belichick thing. Is Brady making Belichick? Is Belichick making Brady? You don't really know.
Yep.
But that's pretty much it for the NBA. Moving on to the NFL. We got
go
some.
ahead. You want to bring that one up?
What?
Well,
Hey.
No.
We're not gonna pick-
Yeah,
we're-
we can bring that up.
we have to bring up Peterman, right?
Well, no.
Jameson.
Carl wants to talk
Jameson-
about
Jameson.
Jameson
Oh,
and
we'll
his
get
Uber
there. But
group.
first, how about them naming Peterman as your starter?
Shut up. I
Can
don't
you
even want to hear
can
you.
you
Why?
fucking believe that they named Peterman?
Did
as
they
their-
name him the starter?
Yes, they named him the starter. They named him the starter. That's
Can we
how
play that song? Can we hook
Peterman can.
that up?
But it's not like the starter for the season. Come on.
No, he won't last.
Let's be real. They're trying out quarterbacks. Don't be. It's not.
You don't try Peterman out. I'm just saying. Peterman should be flipping burgers at Chuck E. Cheese.
They
He
Or
should-
go back to throwing a frisbee.
They're trying.
Barely
they're
that.
trying them out. Like They do it every preseason. Shut up.
You know how mentally broken that man is about would he have 7 interceptions in 2 games or something?
You gotta give it to him for trying.
How many did he have in his debut?
5.
Five.
Five.
And then
That's
2
right.
later.
Yeah.
games.
So, who knows? Maybe
I'm so
it's
glad
just-
we were all there to experience that day.
That was the best game I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
I cannot wait to see you get a beer dumped over your head at the.
Yeah, don't worry, Bills fans. I'll be there
Oh.
December 16th.
I'll
17th.
find out the seat so all of you can go visit and just dump a beer over his head one at a time.
Yeah, I'll be wearing my Lions jersey, so. And my pants will be off, so go ahead. You want to fight? My pants will be off. Anyway, we want to talk about Jameis?
We
Yeah.
can. Carl wants us to talk about it.
Let me see.
Do you want-
Winston or a certain?
Do you want to
The
explain?
Uber? The crab leg thing was like 4 years ago. Move the fuck on.
Never forget.
I know. I'm not gonna say that, Carl. But so the thing with the Jameis Winston is last year, him and supposedly 2 other players got an Uber. They were going somewhere, and supposedly Jameis Winston groped the driver. So he is facing at least a 3-game suspension, but there's no evidence.
No. He's facing the suspension. It's been dropped. He's facing the suspension because he didn't tell them
Yeah.
that he was being investigated. So
It'll get dropped to, like,
no, it already got dropped. Oh, you
no,
mean
the
his-
suspension.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think the suspension. He'll get suspended a game at least, but I think it won't be 3.
3 is ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure he thought, well, it was dropped, so who cares? But he also did come out and say, oh yeah, I'm going to get suspended for not bringing that up. So it's almost like he knew better. I don't know. 3 games is a little rough, especially for
It'll
Tampa.
get reduced. Ben Roethlisberger raped 2 girls in a row, 2 years in a row in a bathroom,
Yeah, but
and his suspension got lifted.
Steelers get like special treatment. Everyone knows that because they have 6 rings.
He's so full of it.
6 beats 1 in the NFL. But
Carl, he is going to get suspended. Yes.
I would say
But
2 games.
I'd say maybe 2.
I'd say at the
I
most.
still think 2 is rough, man. Just for not acknowledging.
Come on, we got Fitz magic.
I guess. I
I
guess
hope
that's
he
true.
sucks.
He's just gonna do what he didn't do in Buffalo, and he's gonna
He's
win.
gonna win. But yeah, I thought that was funny
I'm
when I
going
saw
into
it.
hiding.
Anyways, there. We please the fan.
Here's some very interesting news. It's breaking news. They found a dead body in one of the Giants players' homes. It was what is it?
Who's the player?
Jandis Jarvis or something, I think.
I don't know how to say it, but
He's a defensive player. But yeah, they found
Just a dead body. Just
in his basement. They're investigating.
what?
They're
Yeah.
investigating. They pretty much they haven't said much of anything
I-
other than.
Other than there's
How
a dead
have I
body.
not seen this?
It just came out like a couple hours ago. I saw it and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk
It's a new
about
type
this.
of potpourri, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know why you'd keep it there. And I don't even know. Someone must have found it and be like, yo, what's that? That's Rick. He's dead. What? Like, what is he
He
doing?
died last week. I'll take care of it
I
later.
just don't understand how you don't notice.
He knew. He had to be something dark and shit. You don't
You
keep
can't
that.
accuse people of that.
I am. There's something shady. There's something shady. Are you telling me, like, you wouldn't know? Like, what's that? Oh, it's a new couch. Like, get the fuck
You
out.
should check your basement. Like, has Mark been going up and down a lot?
Say that. It's not like.
Who
No.
cares?
Anyway,
My brother's a very good boy.
He's pretty cool.
apparently he's better than Jandis Jarvis, who's a...
Killer.
He's Dexter. He's going to be Dexter.
It's awesome.
Anyway, moving on. Le'Veon Bell said he's closer to a deal than ever, which we all knew.
He deserves it.
They weren't going to let him walk. It's about time the Steelers get some brain cells. MVP predictions. Did you see this? It's Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, I did see
It's
that.
crazy because
excited
we
for
said it.
that.
We called that before even ESPN, so we're doing better than them. Brady, still number 1,
Yeah, on top 100,
even though he's 41.
41.
41 years old, still the number 1 NFL player in the league, and he's talking about retiring. I don't think he should retire. If you're number 1, you shouldn't retire until you're at least number 9. At
Listen,
least. He wants to spend time with his kids and shit. Nah.
You don't want
Get
you
them
look at-
rings, son.
shut up.
Get them
You
rings.
look at
He's
Brett
got
Favre,
plenty of rings and playing money and a smoking hot
And those
wife.
kids ain't going nowhere.
and
Get
you
more
look-
rings.
You look at Brett Favre,
Fuck Brett Favre.
and you think that's the last thing I want to do. Like,
Brett Favre?
I want to go
He
over the
killed
top.
his career.
Okay, Brett Favre is not Tom Brady,
No.
and
No.
Tom Brady is not
But
Brett
you don't
Favre.
know. You don't know when it's gonna get to that point where you're like, oh, look at.
Brett was at that point his whole career.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
He was
Decent.
trash until he was
decent.
36.
Oh, Detroit fan.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah,
true.
obviously.
Sorry.
He's got
Of
to
course
hate
I'm biased.
him. He's got to hate him.
I
But
didn't think about that.
Brady's still number one. I thought that was really cool. And then I think there were 2 wide receivers in top 10. I believe
Antonio
it was.
Brown and Julio
How many
Jones probably.
Detroit
Yes,
players
that's
were in the
exactly
top
what it was. Stafford was top 20.
Top 10.
Fucking how many Bills? I can't say that. Top 15, I think, was LaShawn. Can't play in Philly. McCoy. So all right, last thing because we don't have a lot. NFL is we're still in that.
Yeah,
weird
we're
sense.
still in that downtime.
Who do you predict as? We're gonna have 3 predictions. We'll do the first one's gonna be MVP
Of the league?
of the league
Next year?
Yep.
I agree. It's either going to be Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady.
You don't think it's gonna be another position? It
Nope.
never is. It
No, never is. When was the last time a different position besides
Was
QB?
it? Did Adrian Peterson win it once? Was it, or was that comeback?
Yeah,
I thought Adrian Peterson won it. Maybe not.
he won the MVP for something else, but
For beating his kid.
With a switch
MVP and switch hitting.
on his testes.
You fucking weirdo. He's not signed with the team yet either.
No.
Did you see? That's crazy, dude. Running
Listen,
backs,
I loved Adrian Peterson, but he's old. Like
running
running
backs,
backs,
they're the crackheads of the league. Like they only get calls when you absolutely need them.
I mean, he'll end up on a team like when McCoy tears his ACL this year.
oh god.
Like,
don't even put
You're-
that into the
Yeah,
universe.
he's
You don't
he's
do
at that age too. You should be
Please shut your
scared.
face.
Every time he turns, you should be like ah, like, every time, because he's at that ACL age.
I saved his little blip of the video where they talked about how good he was, and I just every time I need a boost of how much the Bills suck, I just
Dude, McCoy's good.
play that.
McCoy was
Boy
the
is
team.
very good.
Got him in the playoffs, definitely. So who did you pick? You said
I'm gonna go Brady.
Brady again.
I'm gonna go Brady
He won.
until
No,
he
he
until-
didn't win last year. Who won MVP last year? No, it was Brady. It was Brady, right? Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
until someone else steps up, which they haven't. I'm just gonna keep rolling Brady.
Rodgers, man.
I would like Rodgers, even though he's in my division.
I would too, but he doesn't got any talent around.
I'm
us.
picking Stafford. This is his year. Stafford's gonna go nuts, or Breeze. Those are my 2 picks.
Drew Brees is always a safe pick. He's gonna throw for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, he's gonna beat the Peyton's records this year. Pretty much guaranteed, unless he gets hurt. Okay, yeah. Why? You want him to get hurt? Why
I
would
like
you
Drew.
not?
I like Drew Brees.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you fucking hate LeBron, but you'll root for the
Yeah,
person in
LeBron
your
James. I
division.
literally want to watch his leg
You're
burst.
the worst person to ever live. But-
I'd run down to the court and step on it after his bone's sticking out.
Jesus, you're the worst.
Anyways, next.
Who do you pick defensive player of the year for? NFL? I'm picking JJ
See, that's my pick.
or Kali Mack. Those 2,
No.
Kali Mack.
Khalil.
Khalil?
Mack.
Is it? I thought I call him Kali.
It's Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack. And once he shows up to
Not
camp,
from Iraq. So
that would be India, Stu.
whatever. You're safe. I wouldn't even say he's a safe bet.
JJ's
because-
not a safe pick because
He's
he
not.
has nothing but injury
He's-
issues.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say he's hurt all the time, but
Oh.
Clowney would be a good pick.
All right, let's. What's your defensive player that's not on the Houston Texans?
Well, pick anyone on the Rams defense is a good pick.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's the?
I'm gonna go Aaron Donald.
There you go. That's who. That's
I'm gonna go Aaron Donald. This is gonna be his breakout year. He's not gonna step on anyone's throat.
He's not gonna pull a Sue.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Aaron Donald wins.
My heart wants JJ.
I would love to see JJ get it, but I just JJ if he gets hurt. Here's my question: if he gets hurt again
He's
this
done.
year, does he retire?
Yeah, he's about to marry a super hot. I think she's a snowboarder or something. He's gonna be in domestic bliss soon. He's got his money. He could be a representative for the Houston Texans. They love him. Yeah, I don't think he needs to keep playing. He's made his money. He got like a huge contract. If I'm not
Yep.
confused.
Or you could go crazy and go his brother,
Mm.
he's
TJ.
I would
the
love
golden
to see the
boy of
Watts.
Texas.
Oh yeah,
I mean, look
He's the only
what
reason-
he's done for that community.
he was the Houston Texans for years.
Yeah.
I'm excited, and I guess we're gonna pick. The last prediction would be: who do you think is the most improved team, not player, team? I'm going Houston. I'm picking Houston because I think Watson comes back, has a full season. That defense is going to be nasty. Hopkins and Deshaun, or is it Deshaun?
Yeah, Deshaun
Deshaun
Watson.
Watson. Those two are going to have an amazing connection.
Mine's gonna sound weird because the team made the playoffs, but I think they're gonna be even better. I'm gonna go back to the Rams.
I thought you were gonna say Bills.
No. I'm gonna go Rams with the off season.
How do they get better? They were 12-4.
Exactly, but look at what they
So
picked
what? They
up.
have to go like 16-0 to improve. You have to pick like a super shitty team.
All right, super shitty team.
Which the Houston weren't super
You pick
shitty.
like
bro.
the Browns or something over the Bills.
That's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
That's a good. I'm telling you, man. That's their sleepers. I'm telling you.
If
those Browns.
Baker Mayfield plays the way he's supposed to with those receiver
I
Gordon,
take Baker
and
over any quarterback that Bills have. I would take Baker. Absolutely.
I'm
Definitely.
gonna
over
go
Baker.
Browns. I'm gonna go
Browns is a good pick, man. They won one.
I just
game.
don't know because
We
listen,
have a
Browns
question.
fan. Hold on.
Somebody,
It's a question. We never get questions.
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
No, we never get questions.
They want to know when you're bringing Pat Dunn on the show.
Is that Pat?
No, it's Emily. To boost ratings.
Oh, that's Pat's cousin. As soon as Pat gets the balls to come on here, because I invite him every week and he says no. So, Emily, get on that. Text Pat and tell him to get on the show. Because I've been trying to get Pat forever.
But like I was saying,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with the Browns, but I'm gonna be leery because the last couple years I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. They're like, I'm not saying they're gonna go to the Super Bowl, but I'm like, they're gonna get 5 wins this year.
I
Like-
love the bar is that low.
Like I had it, and then it's just there's the Browns. But if Mayfield plays the way he's supposed
And
to,
they got, what's his name?
they got Jarvis,
Yep.
Landry Jarvis, and Aaron Gordon, I think they could. They're not gonna make the playoffs. I'm sorry.
No.
They're not making the playoffs, but they could be like a 8-win team.
I
8 and 8.
predict they are the second best team in that division with the Steelers up top. I think that the Ravens are going to fall off big. I think Flacco's best years are done. Their defense is falling apart. I don't even know if Suggs has a job anymore. If he does, that's a joke. And then the Bengals are just destined to be chokers.
Garbage.
So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they take number 2 in that position. I think it would be cool. So that's a good pick. But I want Houston. All right, so we'll move on to, we're going to do a little bit of MMA. It's just we're going to go over it really. We talked about, I had that big speech about Diaz when he beat up the girl. That case, he tried to get it pushed back and they denied it. They won't let him push it back and they denied his bail too, which is pretty big because they put a huge bail on it and they took the bail away. Because the Diaz brothers are known for problems. Like Nate just got arrested for fighting last weekend, so it's just what he does, the Diaz brothers. So that case, we'll see where that's going. Still employed by the UFC.
For now.
For now. The next big fight, probably the biggest fight in the last 5 years, in my opinion, is Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. That's coming up. That's the light heavyweight champion versus the heavyweight champion. It's pretty much, you're going to find out who the best pound-for-pound fighter is. And Cormier is saying that fight, and then after that, he wants Brock or John Jones, and that's it. He's going to retire. So those are the last 2 fights he wants, and Miocic's super pissed because he's like, you haven't even beaten me yet, son. So I'm excited for that. That pay-per-view is stacked. I think it's 226, right? That one's going to be amazing. Definitely going to get that one. And then the last big MMA news right now, because there's not really a lot, is Conor McGregor versus Khabib. That looks like it's actually going to happen. Conor's coach finally came out and said they want that fight. And up to this point, Conor's just said it. So for his coach to say it looks like we're actually going to find out. If Conor wins, he solidifies his legacy as one of the best to ever do it in that division. And he technically defends his belt, even though he's been stripped of it. But if you beat Khabib, you defended it, in my opinion. I think everyone would agree with that. And then you probably get one more fight with Conor, and I'm sure he's done after that. He'll probably fight like one more time in boxing, is my prediction. Because he made so much money. Why
Just
wouldn't
gain
he?
a lot of weight and go against Brock.
Yeah, Brock would murder him.
DS3.
That would be, that's probably would be the second or third to his best fight. But yeah, there's not a lot of MMA stuff right now. 226 is like the big card. That I believe it's in July. And that they always stack the July card because it's around July 4th, I believe. It's 7th or 6th or 7th. So
Ortega and Holloway's pretty good.
Ortega Holloway's huge, and you got to think too that has implications because Holloway's got the featherweight, so it makes you think what's going to happen there. Ortega was a beast, and then I believe Dillashaw is on that card too. Dillashaw versus Cody Garbrandt, which is that's the second fight I believe, and they hate each other.
Sure.
It's a bloodbath. And then Pettis is fighting on it. It's going to be his retirement fight. So it's a big card. That's going to be the next one. So even if you're not a big UFC fan, UFC 226 is going to be the best card you're going to see in a while. And finally, our favorite, WWE. We are finally here. We haven't talked about it in like 2 weeks because they let us down for a while. But I think they're finally getting out of their slump.
There's
really
always
do.
a slump after WrestleMania, but this has been a long slump.
They call it the Mania hangover, and it was a long
It was a
one.
long hangover.
They really they pushed that out hard. It stretched me thin. But we're back. I'm excited. So I'll just go through it. For tonight's news, Shinsuke's hurt. So he's matching it. I'm not sure. He just got hurt. What?
What the?
Like in
Shinsuke?
Nakamura or
Yeah. Shinsuke's hurt.
He's pretty popular.
Speaking of Shinsuke, he was going to battle for the United States.
Jeff Hardy tonight.
And Jeff Hardy's being repackaged.
Is he going? Is he going to Brother Nero, or is it just?
I'm not
He's
sure.
not going back to that stupid. What was that gimmick he had in TNA?
Whisper.
It was what was its name?
It was like Whisper. Or
No.
some shit.
I keep going.
Rusted
I'll
Root?
figure
I
it
don't
out.
know.
Rusted Brew.
I don't know.
I was gonna say that's a band.
But yeah, it looks like they're repackaging him. He's painting his face in a much more
Yep.
weird way, which he's done in the past. But he also has a new finisher, so he's
He
not.
doesn't do the Swanton no more.
No, and a lot of it says to do because taking it hurts like hell. So I guess he's got a new finisher. I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it until I can see it live. So, yeah, what Jeff's getting repackaged. It looks like. Moving on because not. Well, no.
Willow.
That's it, Willow.
I get it.
Rusev is the
Yeah,
number one contender.
listen, let's talk about this for a minute. It was a win-win for me because it was Rusev versus The Miz. He's not a Miz fan. I'm getting on board. I like Miz. I like the way he's on the mic. I like his. I'm starting to become a fan of The Miz again. So I kind of want to see. I've talked about this with you. Like I want them to push him. So when I saw that match, I was like, all right. But I am happy because I think they need to push Rusev. Rusev deserves it. He's huge right now. He's got one of the biggest pops.
He's in the best shape of his life too.
So
I think
does Rusev beat AJ
no,
Styles?
absolutely not. AJ is the guy. I know you hate it, but dude, compared to Brock, if you don't love AJ, you're an idiot because Brock has not. He's defended it 10 times. Every match AJ does, 4 out of 5 stars at least. He defends. His matches are good. Rusev versus AJ is going to be great. I just don't think Rusev has that ability. And plus, Vince is still a racist piece of shit and won't give it to foreigners. So they're not going to give it to Rusev. And especially because 2K19, the face that runs the place, is on it. So
Yeah.
they're not.
He
He's
just
not.
runs the place without the belt.
Yeah, well, no. They're not going to take it off him yet. I think he loses it at SummerSlam. I'm excited to see. I don't know. I think it's going to be a big name, though. I think it's going to be Samoa Joe. That's my prediction. They had great chemistry in TNA, and they're kind of building towards it. I think it's going to be Samoa Joe, and that's how he gets his first title, and then you have that feud. And I think most people would be okay with that. And I think you were bummed Miz lost. Miz lost because he's going to feud with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
So you should be excited about that
That'll be
because
good.
that's going to put him over.
Daniel Bryan needs a feud. He needs a good feud.
Yeah, he does. He's so good, and I forgot how good he was. It's so good. He was so good, he kicked out Cass from the WWE.
No, but you gotta look.
That was fantastic. Breaking news: Big Cass fired. I was like, what?
Loved
If you
it.
look at the match, though, he made Cass look alright. Like, I still wasn't a fan, but that's how good Daniel Bryan is. It wasn't horrible.
He's good. Professionals.
Sorry. I know, very professional podcast. I agree. I think Daniel Bryan. Before he came back, we were talking about it, and I was kind of shitting on him. I was like, I don't really need him back. I need him back. Daniel Bryan's amazing.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's crazy that Roman wants to go against him at Mania and go heel. That's how good Daniel Bryan is. Like, Roman wants to go against him and go heel. He hasn't said that yet. So, I think they're going to throw Daniel Bryan in the tag team division, unfortunately. I think he tags with Dillinger. That's my prediction. Because the Bludgeon Brothers screwed him in the last match. So, there's something to do with the tag team. We'll see. But SmackDown's doing okay. But moving on to the big Raw. Bayley, did you see?
Went heel.
Finally turned heel. No one ever saw this
I
coming.
got
ever.
goosebumps. I got goosebumps thinking
We
of it.
said it last look at.
She sold it well.
She did really well.
She looked incredibly comfortable for someone who's never been a heel. She beat the shit out of Sasha. And it was great. I loved it. I thought it was needed. She was stale as fuck.
She was.
I love it. I think it's great. I think she could be a good heel. She could be the hugger still, but be a piece of shit at the same time. You could do that.
Yeah.
So
Fans are still gonna love her. It's
Yeah.
kind of she's gonna have like the. I'm not gonna say it's popular, so don't quote. But like the Stone Cold, like he was technically a heel,
he was a piece of shit,
but everyone loved him.
because he was so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I like it. Bailey needed it. Her career needed it.
Yep.
I think it was awesome. No better person to go against than Sasha. They have great matches. So
Yep.
I can already tell you right now, they're gonna have a match at Extreme Rules. Bailey's gonna win that, and then SummerSlam you're gonna see, because it's in Brooklyn. I believe it's in Brooklyn again.
Yep.
And that's where they had their famous feud in NXT. So they're gonna finish it there. So they're setting it up perfectly. Moving on from that, I'm wearing my Seth shirt because I think Seth has finally overtaken AJ as best in the WWE.
I've
I
known
think-
that for a while.
No, he wasn't. I'm telling you right now, he did really good for a long time. Right when he had the belt, he was super good. His match against Dolph last night was amazing. 28 minutes. I was off my seat the entire time. AJ's really, really good, and I think AJ's still the best in the world. But in the WWE right now, Seth is getting more of a push, and I think he's better right now.
I'm just scared because I'm waiting. I'm waiting
For him to get hurt,
No, for him to
Okay,
go
good.
back heel.
he could do whatever he wants. I'm hooked on his character. He won't be healed. He's
I
so
don't think he's
over.
going
He
to
is
heel.
so over, but I'm
Not with
worried
Burn It
about
Down.
it.
Not with Burn It Down.
I
It's
don't
too
think,
good.
I don't think he's going heel.
No, I don't either. I think he's so good as a babyface, and he finally
He
has
is.
his groove. But I seriously, I literally look forward. I liked Seth before, but now I'm like, Seth's on. I gotta watch. Like he's so good.
I only have one thing I'm not liking about Raw, and we've discussed this 100 times, and we're going to discuss it 101 time because it's pissing me off. Vince.
Brock.
No.
Okay.
Not even Brock. What is going on with Finn Balor?
They don't know what to do with him because he's too small.
I don't
He is a 205 pound. He's 185 pounds. He's great. He's phenomenal. We love him. But Vince is a piece of shit, and he loves the big guy. And until that, I don't know what they do with him.
He's going to walk.
They're wasting him. Why wouldn't they have sent him to SmackDown?
I thought he was going.
He should have went to SmackDown. It was a bad decision.
He could have feuded with Daniel Bryan.
He could have feuded with Daniel. He could have feuded with AJ, Samoa Joe. He could have did any of them. But I don't know what they're doing with Balor. The Balor experience he's so over. They're not going to get rid of him or anything.
No,
But give him a program he can sink his teeth
give him a
into.
damn belt. You don't even got to give him give him an Intercontinental.
Shit,
Give him something.
So, even the tag team, I'd take that.
Yeah.
Tag team's not even being used right now. I agree. The Balor experiment drives me.
I was so excited when they drafted him back
Yeah.
in 2016. I was like, oh my god.
And he's done nothing. He won Universal, but then he got hurt, which isn't his fault. And I think that really, in Vince's eyes, that really hurt.
Yeah,
him.
you get hurt in the WWE, Vince is like, well, you're worthless.
I think honestly, as long as KO is on the show, that's Vince's guy. Vince loves KO, and I love KO. too.
I love this feud right now with KO and Braun.
I liked it. It's interesting. It makes me laugh.
When he ran from
It's
just
so funny, and how he runs, it's so funny. That feud's amazing. I love that. I want to see where it goes because I really do think they're going to end up being friends.
Oh, they're gonna be, yeah.
And I like that.
They're gonna end up being I wouldn't be surprised if those two hold the tag titles at some point.
So because they don't know what to do with Braun because he has the Monster in the Bank thing, but they can't. He can't cash it in on Brock. Literally, contractually, he can't. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. But moving on, we'll do a little bit of the ladies. I think. Did you see the Ronda beatdown?
Oh, last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ronda.
Where she snapped.
Yeah, Ronda should have been doing this a long time ago. She's incredible.
And which is funny because me and you were both
So
very
worried.
worried about it. And I'm not gonna lie, her first day on the mic wasn't good.
Very bad.
It was bad.
And now she's getting her niche.
She's getting her niche, and she's very good in the ring. Like she's very good in the ring. When she hip tossed Nia Jax, I was like, oh my god,
Dude, that
She put Alexa through that table. I thought she was.
she
gonna snap.
put her
Yes.
through that
Yeah.
table.
I thought she was done.
they're doing the Stone Cold gimmick, and I'm not a huge fan of them taking that gimmick and trying it because they do it all the time. It's gonna work with Ronda.
Yes.
Because Ronda is a legit badass, and you're putting that and pushing her like that, and keep her off TV. Don't do the Brock thing, not as harsh, but if you do that and pepper that a little bit better, you're gonna have she's gonna sell it out every time. And she won't go heel, because if you push her down her throat, she'll go heel, like the Roman effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say Rousey is amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
Kudos.
Seriously. But on that same token, Alexa Bliss, I couldn't have picked a better winner for Money in the Bank. I thought she's a little heel. She should not have beat Nia, and she cashed it in. It was perfect. I think it's better on Alexa. Alexa's probably the only talker on Raw that could do that role.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the other Raw ones.
I like Bliss having it because she's a bitch.
Yes.
Like when she came out on Raw and she's doing that fake crying, I was like, here it comes. She's like, she's gonna tell us, I did it all without you guys. Like,
Yep.
Here it comes.
I like that Alexa she gets all the men's attention because she's so hot, and we love her. So the cheers are all the guys, and then all the boos are the girls because like she's a bitch. She's like the mean girl's bitch. So I think it works perfectly. I think whatever she's doing to earn Vince loves her.
Oh, we know.
She's had the belt 3 times. So she's doing something right. All right, so we'll save. Do you want to talk Brock now or save that for the end?
Save it for the end.
Okay.
We saved pieces of shit for the end.
So, yeah, we're going to end on a high note. So the big thing, obviously, Seth and Dolph had an amazing match. Dolph is the Intercontinental Champion. Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. I am so sold on those two. I love Drew McIntyre. He's a superstar. I wasn't too big on Dolph, but it works with Drew. And the fact that they're doing, they teased it now, Rollins and Roman versus Drew and Dolph.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
It's going to be good.
How good is it going to be to see Roman versus Drew? Because they're two alpha male, big guys, 6'5" monsters.
Drew McIntyre is a beast.
He's
and
huge.
He is in great shape. Like,
Great, and
good
his
Lord.
character is so good.
Yeah.
And I really can't wait to see Roman versus Drew. And I love it's. If you think about it, they're two big guys, two littler guys who are great technicians, two powerhouses. That tag team is going to be amazing. And I think it opens the door for a return from Dean Ambrose. That's my prediction. Return from Dean Ambrose.
What does he do?
He comes back and helps the Shield. I think there's no way he's going to come back as a heel.
He's coming back SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think so too. But he's not coming back as a heel because it never works. If you come back from injury, you automatically get cheered. So I think he comes back, does the big babyface run, and then turns heel. But I can't wait to see that.
WrestleMania. Calling it. Triple Shield match for the title.
You have my money. That's the only way you get Roman in there for the 5th time. The only way you do it is if you do the triple threat. And then I guess before we do Brock, Roman versus Lashley. That's the match they made for Extreme Rules.
Yeah, it got canceled.
No, it was a multi-man match for number
that's
one.
right.
Now it's just Roman
Just
versus
Roman
Lashley.
versus Lashley.
And what I love about this feud is finally, Roman is not bad on the mic anymore. That Cena feud wiped all that away. Whatever changed in Roman, I love it because Roman's little back and forth with Lashley felt real, and I love that. And he's selling it.
It's gonna be a good match.
It is. Those are again two powerhouses, extremely athletic. We've never seen the match before, so it's new. I'm excited. I'm excited for both of Roman's feuds. But that's a good segue because why does Roman have 2 fucking feuds? Because Brock Lesnar is worthless. Brock Lesnar has been Universal Champion for like 500 days. He's defended it 10 times, and he actually won't let the WWE move forward with a number 1 contender until he approves of it. That's crazy.
Honestly, I know it's not. I know Brock Lesnar sucks. But to me, that says even less about Vince McMahon that he would agree to a contract.
I agree. It says Vince is desperate.
That's pathetic.
Vince is losing control of his company when it comes to his talent, and it's a joke. They don't need Brock. They don't need like the talent is more than it's ever had, and anyone who disagrees with that has never seen. Even the '90s, the Attitude Era, as we say, the talent was great, but it's not like this. We have probably 45 superstars that could put out 5-star matches every night.
Yep.
They did not have that in Attitude Era. They had good characters, but
They
they
had
didn't
like
have
4
that.
in the Attitude Era.
Yeah. So I can't stand Brock. I guess maybe if this is how they make him a heel, but I can't stand it on a personal level because I just think he's literally robbing the thing that I love. I don't get to watch someone defend a belt. I don't care if it goes to Roman. I don't care if it goes to anyone else. I just want to see it on Raw. We haven't seen it since...
WrestleMania.
No, he defended it, didn't he?
Oh, the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah. We haven't seen it since then. I just don't know what's going on. I just don't. All the fans at this point are just confused. We're not entertained. We're just confused.
I'm just mad.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I'm over it. Brock needs to leave. Go to UFC, get murdered by Stipe, and then come crawling back and never touch a belt again. That would be ideal. I mean, I'm sick of it.
He can go on No Way Jose's train.
Seriously, the fact that Brock is so worthless that Roman is carrying 2 different segments through Raw, as much as people boo Roman, hey, Roman's carrying Brock's load. Literally, he's carrying the load for him because he's not there. So you're going to hate Roman all you want, but you're being an idiot because he's doing the job that Brock's supposed to be doing, which is closing the show.
Yep.
So I think, my prediction as we're ending, I think that Roman beats him at SummerSlam and we never see Brock again.
That would be amazing.
That's actually a dream prediction. I don't know. That'd be perfect. And then Braun cashes in because that's what's going to happen. Roman will have it for like a second again. That's how it always happens. Yeah, Roman won. It's gone.
I'm not going to be with you when that happens.
I'll be very upset. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we have. Do you have anything else? Any other superstars you want to talk about?
No, I'm good.
I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. We talked about the number 1 contenders. The B teams, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much to say there. It's interesting. But, yeah, that's pretty much WWE. Actually, SmackDown's about to start now.
Yep, starting right
So
now.
that's perfect timing. So, unfortunately, there won't be another one after this. This is the only Swiss Army Nerds we have tonight. But later in the week, there will be another one with me and Patrick. So, we'll be back eventually. I don't know when. Either way, we will be back next Tuesday. So, thank you for everyone who participated. It was Carl and Chris, our 2 best viewers.
Those are our viewers.
So, we'll be on YouTube, Swiss Army Nerds, Instagram, Swiss Army Nerds, Facebook, Swiss Army Nerds, and SoundCloud, Swiss Army Nerds. Any of those, you could find us. Do you want to do your rock pitch real quick?
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Do it every week.
Yep.
You've never seen this.
It's pretty
Rock.
sad.
Buddy. Pal.
You sounded like Vince. Pal.
I need you to shout us out, big guy.
Come on, man.
We need fans.
We're going to go see Skyscraper.
Yes!
You will get $18 from us.
I've told you, you don't got to say our name on your Instagram. Just put us on your chalkboard. That's all you got to do.
Something.
You do it once, I'll leave you alone.
If it helps, I'm from Florida. So, that's where you work out all the time.
It's true. I'm actually from Florida. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm from Florida,
I
too.
grew up, down near Tampa. So,
I was 3 when I moved, so. I got 3 years.
anything you can do, please.
Please.
That'd be amazing.
Please. Again, $18.
Number 1 fan, number 2 fan.
Fuck that
Because
shit.
he's way on the Roman band. Like, Rock, I don't stray, but
I'm a Roman fan because I'm such a super fan of you, okay? So that should mean something. And I like that Usos. They're related to you somehow.
they're cousins.
They're all
See, he doesn't even know.
cousins.
So-
Okay.
When you're calling them out, you can't say they're all cousins.
They're all our cousins. All Samoans are cousins. That's like their thing. Literally, that's their thing. That's not offensive. Oh my god, whatever. You
That was
wanna-
a train wreck. Anyways, that's it.
It's a train wreck. It's not a train wreck. It was classic. All right, anything else?
Oh, good. Too sweet.
All right, so we're out. See ya.